They say revenge is a dish best served cold. It's an old mafioso saying from Sicilian gangsters that has made its way into popular culture. Well thought out and executed plans of revenge are so much more satisfying once the initial wave of raging anger has subsided. There is nothing quite like the climax of a revenge story, where the villain gets what he deserves after a long built-up plot full of twists and turns. In this video, we will show you the top 10 revenge movies you won't forget. Number 10. The Crow. The Crow is a story of pure revenge. A rock musician is brought back to life to avenge his fiancée, who was taken before her time. It is a dark, brooding tale full of violent ends. It achieved cult status due to the curse of the Crow. Lead actor Brandon Lee lost his life on set when a dummy round was lodged into the barrel of a prop gun. The film was almost complete, and with the blessing of the Lee family, another actor filled in, ensuring the movie's release. Number 9. True Grit. Not your average spaghetti western. True Grit follows the story of a girl who seeks to avenge the death of her father at the hands of a notorious outlaw. She employs the services of the toughest U.S. Marshal she can find, the typical anti-hero, a broken man who is a lazy, alcoholic mess. The upside is that he is a trigger-happy madman, a true lawman who is judge, jury, and executioner, ensuring that justice will ultimately be dished out in brutal fashion. Number 8. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. A disgraced financial journalist is convicted of defamation after publishing an article about a billionaire proved to contain faulty evidence. He seeks redemption after he is employed to investigate the disappearance of a young woman more than 40 years ago. In his quest, he is aided by a young computer hacker, slowly uncovering the gruesome features in the frosty Scandinavian landscape. Number 7. Taken. Taken is a classic hybrid of a psychological thriller and an action movie that shows you what the consequences are when you mess with the wrong guy. After witnessing the abduction of his estranged daughter during a mobile phone call, a former field agent uses all of his skills to find his daughter, including her kidnappers. He launches a one-man war against the Albanian human traffickers, resulting in a series of brutal but clever fight scenes. Number 6. Kill Bill, Volume 1. Tarantino's take on the femme fatale. The wacky method director doesn't run out of ways to shock the audience and constantly produces scenes that blow our minds. This is a revenge story about empowerment, taking control of your destiny, and slicing people up with Hattori Hanzo steel. Epic. It has the feel of an old-school karate movie and is probably better liked for its large-scale, crazily long sword fights than it is for its out-of-the-world storyline. 10 minutes of continuous action scenes are never boring. Number 5. Unforgiven. This quintessential gunslinger western is directed by none other than Clint Eastwood, where he stars as William Money. Unforgiven is set right at the end of the Old West era, where professional gunfighters are a rarity, having settled down with a family to live the simple life. The death of his wife leads him to take on one last job, recruited to hunt down outlaws, only to be double-crossed himself. He gets the last laugh. Number 4. V for Vendetta. Set in a post-World War III London, a fascist government imposes a totalitarian police state, oppressing minority groups and alternative lifestyles. A masked vigilante uses guerrilla tactics to systematically dismantle this new world order in the ultimate tale of fighting the system. The freedom fighter is cultured, refined, and deadly, achieving satisfaction by righting the wrongs done to him. Number 3. Old Boy. A violently drunk man is arrested and thrown into jail. He is unknowingly abducted and locked away in a hotel room for 15 years. His captors feeding him and keeping him sedated until he is suddenly released. He has 5 days to figure out why. Turns out that he was imprisoned by an old school colleague with some not safe for work details that we will leave to you to find out. Number 2. Django Unchained. Django Unchained is another example of Tarantino's brilliance, a story condemning the ways of the racist South in the years leading up to the American Civil War. After being made a freed man by a kind German bounty hunter, ex-slave Django embarks on a journey through the scum of the Wild West on a quest to find his stolen wife who has been enslaved on a plantation. The film is as gory as it is confronting. Our number 1 pick is Leon, the Professional. A 12-year-old girl, neglected by her father, is already familiar with the dark side of life as her abusive dad stores drugs for corrupt police officers. Leon, the Professional, lives down the hall, tends to his houseplants, and works as a hired hitman for the mob. When her family is murdered by crooked DEA agents, she learns his deadly trade to avenge her family's deaths. The awkward relationship between a seasoned hitman and his 12-year-old apprentice will certainly make your head spin. The movie was rated an 8.5 on a scale of 10 on imdb.com and received a Metascore of 64 on Metacritic. Do you agree with our list? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be the first to receive new Top 10 videos from Stream TV.